In this class, we will study different types of forces and various activities to give a new definition of force. Children, already in our earlier class we studied that a push or pull acting on a body is known as the force. But what is the exact definition of force? A physical quantity that changes or tends to change the state of rest or motion or changes the dimensions of the body is known as force. So what is a force? Force is a physical quantity. First of all, you have to remember force is a physical quantity. What it does, that changes or tends to change the state of rest of a body or state of motion or changes the dimensions of the body. The units of force is measured in newtons. Force is measured in newtons. Are you clear about that one? So we will define the definition of force as a physical quantity that changes or tends to change the state of rest or motion or changes the dimensions of the body is as force. I will do various activities to prove this one. At the same time, we also study different activities. Different activities. Children, you observe this animation. See, the books are supported by the table. As soon as I remove the table, what happens? The books have fallen down. The books have fallen down. Why? Because of the gravitational pull. Gravitational pull. Till then, the books are supported by a force exerted by the solid surface. Exerted by the solid surface, which is against to the gravitational pull. See this one. This is the force acting opposite to the gravitational pull. This is known as what we call it a normal force. Here also, when I hold the ball in my hand, see, the ball is in my hand because of the normal force. As soon as I replace my hands, move my hands, the ball has fallen down because of the gravitational pull. So, what is the normal force? The force that a solid surface exerts on any object in the normal direction is called normal force. Normal force is always equal and opposite to the gravitational force. Is always equal to the gravitational force. Are you clear about that one? See this one. Normal force always acts in the upward direction, opposite to the gravitational force. Opposite to the gravitational force. See, the earth is pulling the object books towards its center, that is gravitational pull, whereas the surface is exerting a force in the opposite direction, that is in the upward direction. So this force is known as what we call it normal force. Now children, observe this one. Here I suspended a bob from a hook. See, you will find the tightness in the string. The tightness in the string or the rope. So this tightness of the rope or string is called what we call it tension force. What we call it tension force. So tension force is also a contact force. It is also a contact force. It is always equal and opposite to the gravitational force. Gravitational force. See this one. Tensional force is acting in the upward direction, whereas gravitational force is acting in the downward directions. So both are equal and opposite in direction. So how can we define tension force? The tightness of the rope or string is called tension force. If any object is suspended by a rope or a string or something else, it will have the tensional force. Are you clear about that one? Children, you observe this animation. A man is riding the bicycle. He is continuously pedaling the bicycle. If he stops pedaling, what happens? The cycle comes to rest. The bicycle comes to rest. Why the bicycle has stopped? Here also, you observe this one. The man kicked the ball. So after some time, after reaching certain distance, the ball has stopped. Means the ball came to rest. Why the ball came to rest? Why it has stopped? Because of the force. Okay, it is a force. It acts it opposes the motion of the body. Here also it opposes the motion of the bicycle. So this force is known as frictional force. So what is the frictional force? The force, see this one, the force which opposes the relative motion of two surfaces of bodies in contact is called, what we call it, frictional force. What is the frictional force? The force which opposes the relative motion of two surfaces of bodies in contact is called frictional force. So with this example, we can say that frictional force is also a contact force. See this one, the ball is in contact, the ball surface is in contact with the ground. Here also the tires of the cycle are in contact with the road. Okay, whenever there is a contact, whenever there is a relative motion between the two bodies, the motion of the object is opposed by the surface. That is known as, what we call it, frictional force.
Let us study the effects of force in our class. See this, you observe the cylinder. The cylinder is at rest. What I did, I applied the force. I applied the force. What happened to the cylinder? The cylinder is moving. See, the cylinder is moving. The cylinder is moving. So, what a force can do? A force can set the object which is at rest to motion. So, what is the first effect of force? Force can set an object at rest to motion. Now, see this children. The object, the cylinder is moving here. So what I did? I applied the force. I applied the force. So what happened to the cylinder? The cylinder stopped. The cylindrical object stopped. Why the cylindrical object stopped? On application of the force. So what is the second one? A force can stop the moving object It means object in motion, force can set object in motion to rest. To rest. This is the second effect of the force. Now see this children. This is the spring. See this one. I applied the force here. What happened? The spring stretched. The spring stretched. Listen to it. Now see this one. So the spring is stretching when I apply the force. When I apply the force, the spring is stretching. Next here also. See this one. What is the shape of the duster? This is the cuboid. When I apply the force, see this one. The dimensions of the object change. The dimensions of the object change. So what is the third one? What is the third one? Force can change. The dimensions of the object. The dimensions of the object. Force can change the dimensions of the objects. Force can change the dimensions of the object. So what are the effects of force? A force can set an object at rest to motion. Second one, a force can stop the moving object. Next, that is object in motion to rest. Next, a force can change the dimensions of the object. Dimensions in the sense, we can change the shape of the object by applying the force. The next one, see this one. The object is moving See, when I apply the force in this direction, what happened? The direction of the motion changes. The direction of the motion changes. Right? When you observe this one, the object is moving. See, when I apply the force, see the direction of the motion of the object changes. So we can change the direction of the motion. Force can change. Can change. Change the direction of motion. Direction of motion. Next, what is the another effect? See this one, the fifth one. You are riding the bicycle. You are riding the bicycle. If you want to reach early, what you have to do? You have to pedal again and again. You have to pedal the cycle again and again. Means you have to pedal quickly. So the speed of the cycle increases. In the buses or in the cars also there is an accelerator. So the accelerator changes the speed. Changes the speed of the body. So force can change the speed. Force can change speed of the body. In the body. See this. With a simple experiment. See this one. This is a cylindrical object. I applied a heavy force. See, it is moving slowly. When I apply more force, it is moving very fast. It is moving very fast. So with this experiment, we can say that force can increase the speed of the body. Force can change the speed of the body. So these are the five effects of force. So what is the first one? Force can set an object at rest to motion. Second one, a force can stop the moving object. Next, the third one, force can change the dimensions of the object. Fourth one, force can change the direction of the motion. The fifth one is force can change the speed of the